2 months for the rest of your life. Sacrifice this summer and your whole life will be set if you decide to go all in on wholesaling real estate. This is your summer. This is the summer where everything can change for you. If you are willing to sacrifice this summer and go all in on wholesaling real estate, you can make the change that you've been desperately needing to have. You can make the change that you've been always telling yourself that you can make. And the reason why I wanted to talk to you today was every single year, and I've had this channel for a while, and I've helped a lot of wholesalers get their first deal. But really, a lot of young people specifically, people who are 20 years old, 21, 18, 19, 20, they get off in the summer, right? They're in college, high school. You know, sometimes we got teachers coming in here, people working in schools, and they decide that this is their opportunity, right? This is the chance where they're not in school 4 or 5 days a week anymore. Like they're off. This is their chance. Like this is where they can make this decision, where they want to watch Netflix, watch the big game, just sit around all day, play video games, scroll on TikTok, or actually do something where if they can pull this crazy thing off, they don't have to work that 9-to-5 job in the future. They don't have to be a slave to their boss in their 30s, the rest of their 20s, 40s, 50s, 60s. This can be everything. And time again, I see people send me checks because they decided to go all in on wholesaling real estate. They make it their year. And the truth is for these young men and women out here, and heck, if you're older, this can be your summer too, even if you have a job. There are only finite opportunities in life that you have where you can truly make changes. And there's a really good quote that I absolutely love that goes, sometimes in history and sometimes in your life, years happen in days and days happen in years. And I know that seems like a weird quote, but really what this means is in a matter of months, years of stuff can happen. And you've probably had this in your life where it seems like years of growth and change happen in just a matter of days or weeks or months. And then there's years that go by that really nothing happens and they feel like days of growth and change. And really what I mean by this is if you can decide that within the next couple months, you're going to do 10, 15 years of change, you can do it. It's all a conscious decision on you to start getting in wholesaling real estate. The problem is, when I say you have a finite opportunity, if you're 20 years old right now, you're off in college for the summer, like you're 20, right? Like 21 might be your senior year. You're a junior coming in right now, and you're going into become a senior. What are you going to do after senior year? You got to get the job. You got to work in accounting, 45 grand a year, 60 hours a week, and you're set, right? You'll make 90 grand by the time you're 64, maybe a 401k, and that's your life, 9 to 5 the rest of your life. And you're watching this video because you don't want to be like that, right? You don't want to be just that guy that's working that life, right? You know you deserve more. You know that this is not the life you're watching this because your life is not destined to have a regular job the rest of your life. If you can just start wholesaling, right? Start your calling, start drawing for dollars, just start anything in the marketing space of finding motivated sellers and getting wholesaling deals. Heck, by the summer, you can make 20, 30, 40 grand and at least have this base of wholesaling, this base of getting wholesaling deals where when you get back to school, you can start wholesaling again because you already have momentum and now you're making 100 grand. Now you don't have to work that job. You have financial freedom, you have time freedom, and your life is completely changed. And because you have this finite opportunity, what's the next time if you're a junior and you're about to be a senior in college that you have a summer where you don't really have much time anymore? Like this is the last summer you really have. And this could be the summer where you make the change and it's make it or break it. It's do or die. You decide wholesaling works or it doesn't. This is it. And a lot of people have their opportunity and they don't know that that was their opportunity until it's missed. If you're 55 right now and you decide to get into wholesaling, you probably realized when you were 19, 18, you could have gotten into wholesaling and you could have made a big change in your life, right? And you don't realize your opportunity was there until you miss it. And you look back way, way, way back and you miss it. And you don't want to miss your opportunity. This is it. And my plea for you is not for everyone watching this, because people like seeing this video and they're like, oh, Zach's just talking rah-rah. Yeah, I'm not talking rah-rah today. My plea for you is, I have no vested interest if you make 100 grand this year or not. And that should be very comforting, because I'm not here to try to get you to buy something or to do this or do that. This is just, I'm having an honest conversation with you today. Either you decide to make a change this summer, or Sarah in your market decides, and then she'll make 100 grand this summer, and then she'll change your life, and she'll get deals that you could have gotten, right? That 100 grand of deals, you could have done that. But Sarah decided she wanted to start talking to sellers. She was going to reverse drive for dollars and start getting deals. And she took that 100 grand right out of your pocket. She took that $100,000 of deals that you would have gotten for herself. Now her family's changed. Now she doesn't have to work that 9-to-5 job. It's kill or be killed in your market sometimes. And you got to decide to yourself, either you make the change, or somebody else will. And this is what I'm telling you. You do not want to have a life of regrets. You do not want to have a life where you're on your deathbed and you say, I could have spent more time with my family. And if I did that wholesaling thing, maybe it could have worked out. On my deathbed, I have no maybes. I have no, I wish I did this. Because if wholesaling real estate never worked out, I could have been comfortable on my deathbed or in a nursing home. Hopefully I don't have that. Where I could tell myself, you know what? Even if wholesaling didn't work out, I tried everything I could in that business. At least I did it all. And you want to put everything on the field, like when it's done when you got to hang out your hat, right? You want to leave everything out there that you tried everything possible. And if you can do that, you can make a ton of money in wholesaling real estate just putting in the work. Now you might be watching this video, now you're excited, maybe you're jacked up. What do? It's pretty simple. And I know this is all funny to say and this is cliche, but you just got to work. Like you have freewholesaling.com, the free wholesaling course. You're subscribed to this YouTube channel, right? The information of what to do is there, right? It all works. Like this is wholesaling, right? Like cold calling will work, texting will work, drawing for dollars will work, digital bandit signs will work, reverse drawing for dollars will work, and just go in the channel, go through the challenges. Like it's all, I show you how to do government list probates, like it's all in there. And so what you really need to do though, is to work, and more specifically, the work every single day. And if you're willing to do the work every single day, you'll get your first deal easily. If you don't do the work every day, you're not gonna get the deal. You have to eliminate your excuses to do the work though. You might be telling yourself, Zach, I have an accent. I'm tired. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I'm confident talking to sellers. Work. That is my plea to you. Do the work. Nobody's gonna care about your problems. You have to overcome the struggles you have in your life to get at where you need to be at. The excuses will haunt you. The excuses want you to lay in bed, play your video games, and just relax. They want you to watch Netflix. They want you to just do nothing. Laziness you get very comfortable being lazy very quick. And you have to fight that. You have to become the man or woman your family needs right now. If you have a kid, a dog, a grandma, a mom, or whatever it is, your family, a spouse, your family needs a savior. Your family needs somebody to help them get out of whatever financial situation you're in, or at least get comfortable, right? So many people struggle with bills. You have to become the savior. You are the hero to your own story. You need to decide that, hey, I'm going to be the savior. I'm going to be the hero. I'm going to get my family out of this situation, and I'm going to make a change. Here's the cool part. I'm not trying to rah-rah you up for a $5,000 boot camp type thing and be like, for you to change your financial future in your family's life, go do this credit card. And no, I have a free course. It's called freewholesaling.com. You probably already know that. It's a free course. It's in the bio. You already know how to do that, right? It gives you the information. Heck, don't even use the course. Just go through the videos I have on the channel. We're fine. Whatever. I'm just saying, either you do it or somebody else in your market's going to do it. And that's my plea for you. Your family needs somebody to help them out. Your family needs somebody at least to make an extra 20, 30 grand this year just to help them out with the bills. And it's your job. I don't care if you're the daughter, a sister, a husband, a wife. you need to be that person, or at least try your stinking best. Because you're going to just, like, you could play your video games, your hobby, your whatever. If you decide just to transfer these hobbies that aren't going to make any more money into something that will make money, you're good. Like, I'm not telling you to go out here and stop spending time with family or stop, like, you know, talking to your mom or whatever. No, you could still talk to your parents. You could still have a good time. But just start dedicating at least 10, 15 hours a week, get an hour less of sleep, I don't care what it is, into wholesaling, and you will find real change. The truth is that this business is hard, but the reason why it's hard is because the cream always has to rise to the top. So if I have 100 wholesalers coming in, a lot of you guys aren't going to get a deal, and a lot of you guys are going to quit because it's not easy. You know, not everybody makes it to the NFL or the NBA. The cream always, the best players always get into the NBA, and the ones that aren't never get in. And so everyone wants to be an NBA player, but not everyone gets into it, right? Only the best. And there's a lot of pressure to get to that level. And in wholesaling real estate, it's not that hard. It's way easier to be a wholesaler and make money than being in the NBA. I'll tell you that. And I've never been in the NBA. But what I can tell you is pressure is going to happen. And you know the quote, you know, pressure makes diamonds. And that's a very true quote. And so when you get into wholesaling, when you start marketing, you start talking to sellers, you're going to have some obstacles. You're going to have some issues. You're going to have some problems. But you have to understand that pressure makes diamonds. And what I mean by this is, how are diamonds formed, right? Like, they're pieces of carbon way deep in the ground. And I'm not the geologist type guy, but deep in the ground, there's so much pressure that happens to that diamond, so much pressure that it forms into a diamond. And because that piece of carbon went through so much stress, so much heat, so much pressure, that it turns into a diamond. And diamonds are very, very strong, right? And you have the diamonds. And then you have fake diamonds, right? I'm not talking about lab grown, but I'm talking about like fake diamond, right? You got zirconian diamonds, you got moissanite, you know, you got the fake ones, right? They shine bright, they shine brighter than regular diamonds. And you might be right next to the moissanite diamond, and you might be like, wow, that guy's way bigger. You know, that's way shinier. But at the end of the day, guess what happens when you put the fake diamond and the real diamond under a pressure test? The real diamond does not break when you put it under pressure because it's already been through pressure. Once it's already been through the stress, been through the struggle, been through any situation possible, you cannot break that diamond. You can do a cold call and cussing out, whatever. You cannot break the real diamond because it's already been through the pressure. It already knows how to handle it. It's not going to break. You reach that nice fake diamond, you put that thing through pressure, it cracks like that. Because it's never been through the struggle. It's never been through the issues. And so you have to become like a diamond. You have to go through your pressure. You're ugly piece of black carbon. You gotta get some pressure to become the diamond. But once you get to that point, you cannot be crushed. And this is my plea for you. Don't break. You'll get under situations. And you might be like, Zach, I'm getting pressure, I'm getting stress, I'm getting situations. That's how diamonds are made, homeboy. That's how diamonds are made. And so for you to become the diamond, that person that becomes successful, of course there's struggles. Of course it's going to be uncomfortable. But you can't become this wholesaler that makes $100K in a year, makes millions of dollars without going through the pressure. I don't think a lot of people understand that. They think it's all nice and easy, sunshine, rainbows, but it's not. And so you have to decide, sacrifice your summer, this summer, 2 or 3 months, whatever it is, or sacrifice your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s to have a nice little retirement. Like, is that worth it? 2 months or the next 50 years of your life, what are you going to sacrifice? I made this decision for me really easy. It was really simple for me. So I'll take 2 months versus the next 50 years of my life. It's like a prison sentence, you know. Would you rather take 10 years in prison, but you get to be free for like the saying goes, you know, would you rather go to prison for the next year, or would you rather be free for the next year and then spend 7 years in prison? That's the way I look at it. It's like, hey, would you rather spend a year in prison, or would you rather spend a year not in prison and then you spend 7 years in prison after? Like, it's like, I would take the prison now and the shortened sentence. And a job is a prison its own. You just go through the situation, the bad thing now, and then don't deal with the long prison sentence. And what I mean by that is, a lot of you guys have the summer. It's like a vacation. It's relaxing. You don't have anything for 2 months. You're never going to have this opportunity again. You're never going to have this opportunity again. Wow. Make the most of it. What I'm telling everyone is sacrifice your summer, do the work, and you'll change your life. I promise you'll feel a lot better with 100K at the end of the year than a nice summer and not 100K, and then having to work a job and struggling with the bills. Ultimately, it's your choice. I don't know how many watching this message is going to resonate with or get through, but hopefully it gets through to at least someone that decides they're going to go all in the summer and change their life. Usually when I do this, it gets to someone. And this is just who I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for the select few that actually want to grind it out and actually want to make a change. If you're willing to make a change, make sure you like this video. Make sure you go to the free course. Make sure you actually ask me questions in the comments, guys. I answer all the comments and I help you become a successful wholesaler. Guys, this is your summer. Sacrifice it, get rich, and make the change. It's ultimately up to you. I can tell you what to do. I can help you out, but you are the person that has to go ahead and do it. I already made my millions of dollars wholesaling. Like, I'm set. I already still make millions of dollars wholesaling. I already did my sacrifice. You do your sacrifice. Guys, go out here and crush it. This is Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.